everybody. I'm going to show you this beautiful raglan sweater. It's very easy to make. It's gonna start with 100 chain stitch, and we're gonna make a circle, and then we're gonna start 100 double crochet all the way around. Second row is gonna be treble frontal post and a treble back post, and that goes all the way around 3 rows. Next row going to be the row that we're gonna do 4 area where we're gonna make bigger, 2 stitch bigger. It's gonna be a corner stitch I'm calling it. So we're gonna start with the corner stitch, double crochet, 2 chain, double crochet, and then we're gonna start with 20 double crochet for the sleeve, and we're gonna come to a corner stitch again. The 20th stitch is the first stitch in the corner stitch, 2 chain stitch, and then a double crochet, and we're going to do 30 double crochet. We're going to do a corner stitch again, the last double crochet, 2 chain stitch, and a double crochet, and we're gonna do a 20 double stitch, and we're gonna get back to the corner stitch again, and double crochet, 2 stitches, double crochet. Then we're gonna do 30, and we end up at the beginning where we started. We're going to, if you follow this pattern, you have to do 15 corner stitch, and that's gonna give you a nice beginning of the, I don't know, it doesn't show, for the sleeve, and that's gonna give you the frontal area. And when we put everything together, the back and the front, you put it together and you're able to start the body of the sweater. And that one is when you go circle and around, it's gonna be 29 stitch all together. And at the end I just did a frontal treble, frontal post and back post, and that gives a beautiful edging. Okay, so the pattern is the for 5th row we're gonna start the pattern, because the first row I just did all double crochets because it's very complicated to try to find the corner stitches, so I don't do any kind of motif. So the next row, okay, next row I started here, next row right here, we're going to do 1 2 3 4 5 6 double crochet, and we're gonna do 1 chain up here, and we're gonna count 1 2 stitches, and we're gonna put the double crochet there, and we're gonna do 6 double crochet again, chain 1 on the top, and we count 1 and 2 stitches, and we're gonna do the double crochet. So between they're gonna have these holes. Every area, it's the sleeves and the front and the back, they're gonna have this motif. And what I did, I tried to start a new you know, I finished up by the corner stitch, and I try to start a new motif on each sleeve and the back. So it's not complicated. So you don't have to follow the whole area together. You just follow separate areas. Sleeves are separate, and the front separate, and the back separate. So every 6 stitches we're gonna have a hole, and that's the motif. So when we start the sleeve, we're gonna have 3 double stitch, and we're gonna have the 1 stitch, and we count 2 stitches, and we do the first double, and then we're gonna go to the 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. We're gonna do the motif, and then there on and there on, and don't worry about the end, because this is gonna just move up 1 holes at the time. So it's gonna be at the end, it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna just go diagonal, and it gives you the pattern. So the next row we going to, because we're working, okay, I should turn it this way, because we're working backwards, you know, from the top to down. That's why the next row we're gonna have 8, and then we're gonna start with the motif, 1 chain, and we're gonna do it 1 2 the second stitches, and it's gonna move to the left. Our motif, every time we just gonna move it to the left, and it's gonna move to the left. So the next one excuse me, we have a corner. We're gonna, okay, how is this? Next one 8, and that, and then the next one's gonna start with 4, and the motif, 6 again, and the motif, and on, 6 motif, 6 motif, and you're gonna start on the sleeve the same way, 4 motif, 6 motif, and then the next way it's gonna be 6 again. There is no motif at the corner stitch, and then 6, and then a motif, and then the 6th again, till we all gonna go down to the 15th row. That's when I took the 2 corner motif together, and I started from here, and because we already had a frontal and a back motif, we just tried to follow that. So I started with a 8 and the motif, 6 and the motif, 6 and the motif, and all around in the front area. And the same way starts from the back also. You try to, actually I think I tried to you know, do it together, so the motif and the body part is going together, so it's even easier. You just have to be very careful the first row. Try to match it. I know sometimes it's gonna be you know, it's a different start. Like here I had 2 when I put it together. It was a 2 start because we had already a hole there, a motif over here. So the next time I'm trying to, you know, put it together so the motif's gonna come together, and the third one was perfect. We're gonna do 29. I did 29 rows, and I finished it with the frontal, triple frontal post and a back post, and it gives it a nice finish. I only did 1 row because I liked it that way. I don't like the same as the front and the top, because that's, you know, more prettier. But you know, if you want to do a 3 row, that's perfectly fine. you can do it. This is gonna be good for a large and an extra large, these numbers. And I'm gonna try to show the sleeve right now. Okay. Three chain, that means it's a double crochet. I see oh, that the motif, and I count back 4. So that means we're gonna start with our motif. 1 double crochet, and it's a hole. So we're gonna count 6. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3, bye, 1 and a 2 in the motif, and then we have a chain. Okay, we did the chain. We're gonna count 1 and 2 double crochet, and we have the motif. And we're gonna do 5 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. So we got the 4 here and 2 in the motif. 1 and 2 and the chain. We're gonna count 1, 2, double crochet there, and we have the motif. Next one. Okay, we're gonna do 5 more. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet, 2 of them in the motif, 1 and 2, so that's 6 altogether, and then chain 1. Counting again, 1 and 2, double crochet in the 2, and then we're gonna do the double crochet all the way to the motif. For the whole sweater, we are using 4 rolls of this. It's a Lion brand material. I really love it. It's very easy to work with it. It doesn't go, like you can sometimes it go between the line. No, it's so good. So we are at the 4th, 5th, and a 6th one. We almost at the end. So now we're gonna count again, 1 and 2, and doing the same again. We have a motif, and 5 double crochet, is the motif, and we're gonna do a chain. Yes, we are almost there. Okay, 1 and 2. 1 and 2, 3, the fourth one, the fifth and a sixth one is always in our motif, and a 1. At the end, we're going to slip stitch 1 and 2, and we're gonna put it in the second again, and just do the sixth one, 1 and 2, and we got the 6, and a chain. Alright, so because we are all the way to the end, we still gonna count 1 and 2 and do the double stitch, but here we already have the starting this that counts for a double crochet, so we're just gonna do 1 and a slip stitch to the next stitch, and we chain 3, ready for the second row. It's very easy. We're gonna do it till well, you have to measure your arm, because some people they have 29, some people they have 34. It depends on the arm length. I made another one, the arm, and I did this design is a different color but the same motif, but it's bigger fabric, so it become all extra large and a large. So this one I used 29 rows, and I finished the same with triple frontal and back post, and it's beautiful. And for my arm it needs 29 rows. So this one we're gonna do a 29 row, and that's it. I have to do both of my arms on this one. It's very easy. We're going to use the mandala ombre. I use tranquil, but that's not, tranquil is a different color. That's not, this is like a denim or something. My other sweater is this, but it's called a mandala ombre, and we need 4 of this, and it's 344 yard for one, so 4 times that's over 1200 yard for a large and extra large. It's gonna become at the end. So if you have any question, please write it under the comments. Otherwise, good luck with it, and I'll show you the sleeve again. That's how it's gonna show. This is the body part, and I just started the sleeve is like this. It's beautiful, and the body is gonna be like this, but I used a different color. I'm in love with this motif, so I did like 3 sweaters for Christmas, and one is mine. This one is mine. It's so beautiful. I love the gray and pink go up, together. It's very pretty. So good luck, and see you next time.